And back here in the United States, strike averted. President Joe Biden said that he was pleased to announce a tentative labor agreement between railway workers and railroad companies. White House Correspondent Owen Jensen reports. Owen?
Tracy, good evening to you. The president called it a big win for America. And when the speech was over, I questioned him from afar about the high cost of food.
In the Rose Garden, President Joe Biden addresses the labor deal that was reached, praising both the unions and the rail companies.
And this is a win for tens of thousands of rail workers and for their dignity and the dignity of their work. It's a recognition of that.
A strike would have been very bad for the economy, costing an estimated $2 billion a day. Passenger commuter service would have been impacted as well.
With this agreement, railroad companies will be able to retain and recruit workers. They'll be able to continue to operate effectively as a vital piece of our economy.
When he was done speaking, I asked him this.
Mr. President, grocery prices are up over 13%. What do you tell struggling Americans?
Rail's moving, it's not going to go up.
We are Americans.
Also today, the White House hosts a United We Stand summit. In attendance, the White House says, are survivors of hate-motivated violence, faith and community leaders, business leaders, and law enforcement officials.
Today, we must rededicate to joining together to help our communities prevent, respond, and recover from acts of hateful violence.
Republican National Committee Chair Ronna McDaniel just wrote in Newsweek, 2 years ago, Democrats demanded that cities defund their police departments. More than 20 major cities, all Democrat-run, did just that. Crime skyrocketed, and ambush-style attacks on law enforcement, which increased 115% in 2020, are now on pace to reach historic levels.
Now, tomorrow, President Biden meets with South Africa's president, and one thing they'll discuss is the war in Ukraine. In addition, tomorrow, the president will meet with the families of Americans Brittany Griner and Paul Whelan. They're both jailed in Russia, and the White House says they're trying to bring them home safely. At the White House, Owen Jensen, EWTN News Nightly.